Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Emxx. So I know there's a lot of crazy things going on in the world at the moment with the COVID-19 and it's really scary times. A lot of people are probably in quarantine right now and being isolated, so you guys are probably really bored. I know a lot of people might be sick watching this, so hopefully you guys get better. So I'm just going to try and keep my videos positive and happy and make sure that you guys, can get a break from all the chaos that's going on. I know, where I am now in Australia, there is barely any food or anything on the shelves and it's just so crazy. So I have to go to my doctor's tomorrow and I got a text message from them today saying that when I arrive, could I sit in the car, call them and let them know that I have arrived for my appointment, because they don't want anyone inside the building because it's that bad. And it's like, wow, it's so scary to think that, this has just gone crazy. I know a lot of people watching this has got all that going on in your mind, and it's scary times, but we all have to stick together and fight through this. So I'm going to continue making my videos, and that way you guys can watch it and it's like a little bit of escape and just get away. So yeah, just I feel for everyone, and I hope that everything goes away as quickly as it came, and that everyone out there is doing okay. So God be with you. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so today's video is interesting. My nan recently just gave me a heap of paints. By a heap, I mean this whole basket full of lovely paints. And she's an amazing artist. I've actually just recently started a YouTube channel with her called Emxx and I. So basically me and my nan will go and verse each other in different competitions like art and crafts, and just verse each other, and we let you guys decide on who wins each week. So it's just a little fun thing that was started to try and get my nan out there as an artist. I'll just show you a few artwork that she does. I mean, this is the type of artwork she does, and it's absolutely amazing, and the detail that she puts into it is absolutely breathtaking. So my nan's inspired me to become an artist myself, and if it wasn't for her, I don't know what I'd be doing with my art. The other person that really has inspired me in the last few years was actually Bob Ross. I know he's inspired a lot of people in the art community lately. I thought I'm going to mash it together, and using my nan's paints, I'm going to follow a Bob Ross tutorial. I picked up, literally, I've got some stretch canvases. It was a 2-pack from Kmart for $5, which is amazing. And this is suitable with oils, acrylics and water paint. So I've got my iPad here, and we're gonna find a nice tutorial. He's just got so many, it's really hard to pick which one I actually want to do. So it's like, what one should I try to paint? Might try this one. Distant Mountains from season 14, episode 1. Let's try that one. I feel like everyone's done this one though. Hello, Bob. Alright, we're going to go big screen and sit you up over here. Okay, so hopefully this angle isn't very annoying for you. So over here I've got my water container, Bob Ross, on the screen so I can watch him. An empty paint palette so far. Canvas, and then this side you can't really see, but we've got assorted brushes, some sort of weird scraping knife stick thing. If it doesn't work, I also have this one. And then we have this sponge because I don't have big brushes at all. So hopefully this goes well. Sorry, I had to disappear for a second, but I'm back now. So let's start off with I know he has his own colours, but I don't have the same colours as Bob, so I'm just putting down random colours. Noises. So they're like the main colours that my nan had. She also had a white, but I dropped it. So we've got white. Alright, So we'll just use these for now. We'll just add if we need to. Let's start, Bob.
Let's go on up here to the canvas and get started.
Let's go.
Now, I've already covered the canvas with a nice thin even coat of liquid white. The liquid white just makes the canvas wet and slick. It allows us to actually blend color right on the canvas.
I did that, Bob.
And it really makes our painting much simpler than traditional methods. So I tell you what, let's start out and have them run all the colors across the screen that you need at home to paint along with me. And they'll come across in the same order as I have them on the palette, starting with a white and working around.
Okay.
And while they're doing that, let's go on up here and let's get started. And let's just do a happy little scene today. And I'll show you a very simple scene that you can do and you'll enjoy. Let's start off today with an old 2-inch brush and go right into a small amount of the phthalo blue. Doesn't take a great deal, just a little. And just tap a little color into the bristles. By tapping, that assures a nice even distribution of color all the way through the bristles.
Got it.
There we go.
It's not bristles,
Go right on up
it's
here.
fun.
Now, let's start right up at the top, and we use little crisscross strokes. Just making little X's, and go all the way across the top. See there? That easy. That's all you have to do. Now, the blue on your brush is continually mixing with the liquid white that's already on the canvas. So that way, it blends automatically as you work downward. And then a landscape, it should always get lighter toward the horizon. Okay, now very gently, I'll just go all the way across. And that just removes the brush strokes and brings everything together. That easy. We have a very nice...
Chill. He's too fast. Well, I've just got a mess on here at the moment. Probably wouldn't help if I had a brush. Also, I'm known for the world's messiest painter by my art teacher in high school. And already, before we even started painting, I managed to get stuff on my shirt. So, you know. And if you're wondering why I'm using a nappy, it's because this was an old nappy my daughter had. And I found it on the floor, so I don't really want to use it for my kids. So I thought, well, it's absorbent, so why not just use it to dry off the brushes, because you know it's not very hygienic to use a nappy that was on the floor for who knows how long. So yeah, don't question the nappy thing. I'm normal, I swear. It's not the best sky in the world, Bob, but I think it looks alright. It doesn't look half bad on camera.
And maybe we'll have a little water in this painting. So start from the outside and pull inward. Pull it across, like so. Pull it across, there we go. See, if you start here and go across, it leaves a big distinct line, which is very hard to blend out. So come from the outside in, and that way you don't have that distinct line. And this little area that's left in here, if everything works just right, it'll look just like a little sheen of light coming across your water when you're all finished. Okay. And you can take a little bit of this color, bounce it back up here in the sky if you have some left on the brush. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Mine looks like a swamp. What's your next instruction?
The big thing that we try to teach you here is to enjoy what you're doing and to have fun. Painting should make you happy. Should make you happy. Okay, let's wash the brush. That might be the most fun part of this whole technique. We wash our brushes with odorless thinner, shake them off. I have a box down here, and I just shake the brush into the box and, and beat the devil out of it.
Okay.
Now with a nice clean dry brush.
Hang on. Still doing this sky thing you told me to do, Bob. Now, what did you say? You go clean the brush, then we just dry it on something. And then what? We smack the devil out of it. I smacked the devil out of this sponge.
Let's go right back over this and just blend it together. The light spot will remain in your painting there. You don't have to worry about it. It'll stay there. And you can blend the sky to whatever degree that you want it. Okay. Now then. That's just to knock off any excess paint that's on the brush. It's easier than cleaning it. We said we'd have a happy little cloud in this painting, so we'll use a fan brush today. You could do this with Oh, with a 1-inch brush or a 2-inch brush. I just picked up the fan brush, so let's try that. Load a lot of the titanium white into it.
Okay.
It's a very firm paint. And use just the corner of the brush and just make little circles. Just happy little circles. Little tiny circles.
Yeah, my happy little circles.
You have to make big decisions. This piece of canvas is your world, and you have to decide. You have to decide where things live in your world.
Wow, so far my
As you have
cloud.
unlimited power here, you can do anything that you want to do. Anything that you want to do. There, you're only restricted here by your imagination. Okay. Wash off the fan brush. And I just dry the fan brush on a paper towel. Now, back to our 2-inch brush. We'll take just the top corner.
Hang on, Bob.
And we're going to blend the base of the...
I'm still making big decisions here. There, I did some clouds, some happy little clouds.
Base of the clouds out. Tiny little circles using just the top corner of the brush. Then grab it and fluff it. Tease it. Pull it up a little. And very lightly, 3 hairs and some...
Hang on. I did it, Bob. I did it. I did it like something like you would do. Oh, yay.
You have a couple of happy little clouds that live in your sky.
I do.
Let's build us a little mountain today. Flat as you can get it. Just really exert some force. Go straight down with a knife. There, cut across, and we get a tiny roll of paint right on the edge of the knife. Now then, this is where you have to make a big decision. Where does your mountain live? Maybe in our world, our mountain's going to live. It does now, right there. With a firm pressure.
Big
Push
decisions.
that paint right into the fabric.
Right.
There we go. Just right into the fabric. Act like you're trying to push a hole through. You're not going to hurt it. It's strong. Very strong. Okay.
Very strong.
And maybe there's another little bump there. And you decide. Wherever you want to. Scrape off all the excess paint. You can hear how hard I'm scraping. There. Really get in there and get tough with it.
Alright. So far, this picture doesn't look half bad.
That helps create that illusion of mist at the base of your mountain. There we go. See there? That's all there is to it. Shapes here that are created by the brush. You can lay out your entire mountain without ever being committed. There we go. See? You just lay them out and change them and move them. That's a super way to cheat a little bit. Then we'll take this titanium white, pull it out flat, take it cut across, and once again, our small roll of paint. It's so important to load that knife correctly. Go right up here, touch, no pressure. There, just let the knife float. Just let it float right down the side of the mountain.
Okay. Let it float down the sides. Oh my gosh, I did it.
But no pressure. If you apply a lot of pressure, it's going to look just like you're icing a cake. You're not going to have all this breaking in here, the holes left in it. The other problem that people experience a great deal is they use a paint that's too thin. If you use a thin paint, it's just going to turn to mud. Just put a little shadow now. Just take a little bit of blue, little white. There. Just mix it like so. Pull it out. Once again, our little roll of paint. That's so important. Now, go right up in here. No pressure. Once again, no pressure. Let that knife just float. See there? And we put this shadow color in the opposite or opposing direction from the highlight. Okay? Make sure your brush is good and dry. And now we want to help create that illusion of mist down there.
Hopefully that looks alright. I don't really know. Alright.
Tapping. Just tapping, following the angles and lifting upward. See there? Just tap. Just the base of it. And give it a little little upward lift. Over here, follow these angles. Far away, they're happy little trees that live in the distance. There, take the brush, and all you have to do is tap down. See there? Hope you can see that all right. Now, you have to make some decisions here. Where do they live? Where do they live in your world? This is one of the easiest, nicest, most effective ways that I've ever seen to make the indication of a lot of little trees that live far away. Even if you've never painted before, certainly this is a snap. You can do this. There. And there, maybe. Look at there. Look at there. There they come. There. All I'm doing here is taking that color and pulling it straight down to create a little reflection. Knock off the excess paint and go gently across. And we have instant reflections.
Instant reflections. Look, see? Messy painter.
Now, I've got several fan brushes going here, so I don't have to spend all my time washing them. So I'm going to we'll take a little yellow, reach up here, get a little sap green, load the brush full of color, a lot of color. Go right back up here. Maybe back in here there's some little grassy areas that live. Just give it a little upward push, bend the bristles, push upward. There. And we can make just an indication of some little grassy things that live back here in the distance. Let's take our knife, a little touch of the liquid white, and I'll put it on the canvas or on the palette. There we go. Cut across it like that. Let's go right up here. And with that, let's just cut in the indication of a little water line. Just wherever. Keep these lines basically straight, or it look like your water's going to run right off the side of the canvas.
Okay, so I followed his little thing. I've made a huge grass area. Absolutely huge. And he said to get like this and highlight the little islandy bits. So I'm just going to do that because mine now just goes in and all over the place. That doesn't look too bad actually.
Again, you could do this with any brush. Load a lot of paint into it. Let's go back up here. Maybe in our world there lives a big evergreen tree. Just start off by touching the canvas. Now just the corner of the brush. And just sort of let this work back and forth. See there? Once again, you can do this very nicely with a 1 or 2 inch brush, bringing it to a chisel edge. It works just as well. I just had a dirty fan brush, so thought I'd use it today.
There's a big tree there.
You know me, if you've painted with me before,
we need a friend.
I think everything needs a friend. Even the trees and the bushes, everything. Friends are that important. Let's get serious. Let's take the old 2 inch brush and go right through that same color. Pull the brush in one direction through the paint. By pulling it in one direction, it'll round one corner. And that rounded corner we want to the top. Take the rounded corner up, give it a little push. And watch here, see when you push, look at all those little leaves and grass indications and bush indications it makes just automatically. Now, I'm going to go back to my fan brush and take some sap green, a lot of sap green, a little bit of the yellow. Okay, let's go right up here. Now then, I'm just going to just use the corner of the brush and put in the indication here and there of some highlights.
Now, he wants to get the fan brush.
Not too much. I want these trees to remain quite dark. Quite dark. Don't want to lose that contrast. And the mountain shows that your light's coming from the right, so put more emphasis on the right side of this tree. Just use the old 1 inch brush today. We'll put some highlights in here. Look at all the paint that's in there. Probably the most common mistake made is not putting enough paint into the bristles. A lot of color. It's heavy. You can feel it. Okay, let's go right up here. Now you have to start making big decisions in here. Pick out individual bushes and stuff and trees, okay? Give a little push. Gentle. It does not take a hard hit. if you've loaded the brush correctly with a nice thin paint.
Sorry if the picture quality just dropped badly then. The camera died, so I've gotten a different camera, but it's not as new and fancy as my new one, so we've gone to this. So basically what you missed is he's talking about bushes, so I've just started doing that.
One at a time. There they come. There they are. I'm going to pick up some Indian yellow and maybe right on the tip of the bristles a little touch of the bright red, and we can put a bush out here that has little red flowers on it. See there? There we go. Layer after layer. I tell you what. Look at that. Let's have some fun. Maybe in our world here, there's a big old trout lives out here. You got to have a way to go get him. So let's build us a little path, and for that, we'll take the knife, a little touch of Van Dyke Brown, pull it out very flat, cut across, and our little roll of paint again. Always that little roll of paint. And go right up here. You have to make a big decision now. Where's your path live? Maybe it comes right around, and all I'm doing is just applying some brown paint to put the general basic shape of the path in. Allow it to get larger and larger and larger as it gets closer to you. That'll make it look like there's distance there. Now then, we want to push that path down to the painting. There. All you got to do gives you cold chills. It works so well. There we are. Look at that. See? You can do that. To the other side of the path. Maybe over here lives. There he is. It's a happy little tree that lives right here. And he hangs out right here, sort of hangs out. See, now that path disappears back here in the bushes. We don't know where it goes. We don't know. That's a private little place back here. It's where the little rabbit hides and he has fun. Let's go right up here. Maybe there lives just a little stick here. And you can put a few of these in wherever you want them. See there? Just add a little excitement. While I have that brush, I want to add a little bit of red, and I think I'll sign this painting.
I haven't done the stick yet, Bob. Hang on. Okay, so what I'm doing now, sorry I haven't been doing overly much talking, I'm just going to add a bit more lining, and I'm just going to add some random little bushes in yellow to just make this look a little bit better, because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Apparently this is done. Overall, I don't think it's too bad. I'm not really too fond on how the trees turned out. I think they're a bit odd. Otherwise, I think it looks okay from a distance. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, so stay strong with this virus that's going on, and I'll just continue making interesting content. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.